Hey everybody, and welcome back to Tenza Motorsports. Back with us again, the 2014 BMW F30. This is a 320 all-wheel drive, and just look at this car. Completely different than what it looked like when we first got the car. It's gone through a major facelift, major tail lift. Pretty crazy what you can do for just a couple $100 on your daily driver. Now, as you can see here, there's a little bit of blue tape up top there. We're gonna be doing a banner. We ended up getting a new windshield because this one got a crack on it. So we're replacing the sticker we had there. And like I said, we're gonna be doing a banner. We would have done a banner earlier, but the windshield was cracked, so we knew we were gonna have to redo it if we put one on it. We're gonna be putting ECS Tuning up top. ECS Tuning is one of our sponsors. I'll have the link to them in the description below. They are fantastic. A lot of our parts come from ECS Tuning. The tune on this car was actually done by the Turner Motorsports side of the company, but that is not the main thing today. Today we are gonna be wrapping around the windows. Now this silver trim that you see run all the way up and over and then down along the bottom. We have done this many times. We did this on the E46 M3 S54 swapped wagon. We did this on one of my daily drivers, which was a 1 Series. I did this on the 330 Ci race car. Very common thing to do, and it is awesome to do with wrap because it makes a nice glossy finish. If you end up doing this with Plastidip, that works. The biggest downside where this gasket touches, what ends up happening is as you open and close the door, it'll eventually pull your Plastidip off. So this gasket comes all the way around here. I know that there are some coupes or convertibles where you can get away with it down here. Doesn't really matter too much whether it's wrap or Plastidip, but the wrap is gonna stay glossy, so it's gonna stay like this. So you can see here, the Plastidip, even with a lot of gloss on it, tends to get just kind of satin matte looking. Even though we try to keep these clean, that's just kind of how it is. And if you haven't noticed, the car just got a tint put on it. So this is gonna be one of the last things we do on the car is going around the windows. We are gonna be doing a carbon fiber mirror caps. We're gonna be doing the rear shark fin thing. That's gonna be carbon fiber. We're gonna be wrapping the roof black. We're gonna be doing some interior stuff to get rid of this color on the interior. There's a lot of like fake carbon fiber pieces that go over the interior, the center console stuff. So we'll be doing that at some point. But today, that's what we're gonna be doing. I'll have the link to everything we use in the description today. This is Expressions Vinyl. This is where I get all of my vinyl from. Really good stuff. This vinyl here is actually more designed to be made into like stickers, but where we're just doing these thin pieces here, we're not wrapping a lot of surface area, this vinyl should work just fine. And it's like super windy outside, so if you hear things moving around or if you get any wind noise on the mic, that's what that is. So it's been pretty crazy outside, but it's super hot in the garage, so I'm trying to keep the doors open. So yeah, I'm gonna walk you through my process. I've already done a video on this. I'll have that linked up here. I'm sure that there will be things in that video that I don't mention in this one and things that I do in this video that aren't mentioned in the other ones. So you might wanna watch both videos if you're looking at wrapping the trim around the doors of your BMW. So this is the vinyl we're gonna be using. It is Oracal 651. I got 5 yards of it. You won't need all 5 yards, but it's always best to have too much than not enough. This is 12 inches wide, so what we'll be doing is cutting it into 4 strips at about 3 inches a piece. And then we'll be measuring from right here before the mirror all the way up to back behind the Hofmeister kink. So we'll go all the way to over here, and we'll measure about a foot past this. That way we know we've got plenty of vinyl. Now the trickiest part about this entire process obviously is this top piece, namely the Hofmeister kink itself. Now a lot of cars have a divider right here. You can see it's just where the metal stops and starts for a new piece. Some cars this is solid. I think most of the sedans, like in the E46 body style, these are separate. And I think my coupe is actually one piece. But you can stop and start here if you want to. And that way you can do just this piece here and then do this one separate, or you can do the whole thing all at one go. I'm gonna do the whole thing in one go. I'll be opening both doors, and then I'll be putting the vinyl on the bottom side and then rolling up. What that does is it starts us on a smaller surface and wraps out. If you start on a bigger surface and roll in, you'll end up having excess vinyl and you'll have a bunch of lines in here. So to avoid that, we're gonna be starting on the inside and then rolling out. And what that'll look like is I'll have a strip of vinyl all the way along the bottom here where it's hanging out, because it's just stuck on the bottom. And what I'll do is I'll slowly go from the front to the back and forth, slowly pushing it up and up and up and up. And then once it gets to about right here, I'll be applying just a little bit of heat. And what that'll do is help us roll it up over the top. You don't want to stretch the vinyl with heat, you want to relax it. Now the doors are super straightforward, and I'll probably do those first because I'm kind of impatient and I want to see some results fairly quickly. So I'll be doing the bottom ones. All you do is start on this surface here, the one that's on the corner, pushing the top down. Once you get the top, you'll roll over onto this edge, and then from there you'll be cutting, trimming it on the top and the bottom. Make sure you're careful if you're using a razor blade that you're not running it down the paint line of your car. I know this spot back in here won't ever really be seen, but it's not a good idea to run a blade down your paint. All right, everybody, pretty crazy transformation. Like I said, the link to the vinyl will be in the description below. This was done for about 12 bucks. Quite a bit of labor, but if you're willing to take the time and have the patience to do it correctly, then it ends up being an absolute game changer for your car. To get rid of the chrome or your brushed aluminum and go to this gloss black just really completes this car. We're very happy with the way that this entire thing has been turning out. The exterior cosmetics are almost done on this car. Like I said, we're going to do the roof, and then because we're wrapping the roof black, we're probably going to do that like a carbon fiber cover looking thing. So yeah, the exterior of this car, besides some new wheels, is basically done. We ended up getting the ECS tuning banner put on there. We wanted to make sure that we incorporated some of the pink because the car does have some pink accents. We were going to have the Racing Queen down there at the bottom like you've seen in the channel before, but we ended up putting it on slightly wrong, so we're going to be installing that later. It'll be in the B-roll footage at the end of the video, but yeah, we're really excited about this. Very happy with the way this has turned out. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section below. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Tenza_Motorsports, and we will see everybody in the next video.